they would be my two sort of areas of expertise in the world. I know Antarctic exploration, sorry. Bicycles of the 90s, Tour de France of the 80s.
So if you went on Celebrity Mastermind, what would you pick? Or have you been on it?
The 1987 Tour de France, maybe? No, I've never been on it, but I know everything about the 1987 Tour de France.
If I was your mum or dad, and I discovered that my son's vice was buying 1990s bikes and classic keyboards online, I'd think, yeah, we did a good job.
We've done our job.
That's alright, we did a good job on it.
Is one of your vices playing made-up games?
Oh, I love made-up games.
Would you love to play a made-up game with us?
Please.
Oh, we're going to play one now. Games are made up, every one of them. Games for every one of us. Games made up, one of us. We'll spend every rainy day, every woman, every man, every child with a man game. As one of the leading musical comedians, how do you find that jingle?
Who sang the high harmony in it?
Ellis.
Me.
Wow! Can you sing a harmony?
Yes.
Wow!
You're from Wales, David.
I know
I'm blood.
I know I'm from Ireland, but I can't do weird dancing. Weirdly
can't
sexually
you?
repressed dancing. I just can't do it. By that I mean my dancing sex.
Ashling can do that dancing very well, can't
I
she?
can do a bit of it. You learn it
Yeah,
in
actually, I've
school.
seen you doing it.
Yeah, I've got a couple of moves, but I'm more the post-Riverdance era.
So the more sexually open.
Yeah, you know,
Have you ever seen the photo of the guy from Riverdance reading Ulysses?
Michael Flatley.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's just a picture. It's like a promo picture of him reading Ulysses in a best street.
Oh, he's not dancing at the same
Well,
time.
you know, can show him the way down.
Well, recently, from his mansion in Cork, he's from Chicago, but he has a mansion in Ireland. A rhino horn worth £175,000 was stolen from his foyer, meaning he has a full rhino, like a rhino head, presumably not an actual rhino, in the house. But that's his vibe, yeah.
That's what you do when you're a multi-billionaire dancer.
Another thing you do is you play made-up games. This week's made-up game is from Alex Duckman, and it's called 5 a Day. It says, hi, having recently had a 4-hour delay flying home from Italy, my wife and I decided to make up some games to pass the time. This was the game we enjoyed the most. It's called 5 a Day. The aim of the game is to guess how many of each fruit or vegetable you would need to eat for your one portion of your 5 a day. For example, you would need to eat 7 strawberries for one portion of your 5 a day.
Wow.
For each item, the contestant closest to the correct answer wins the point, and please include the link from the NHS website which producer Dave can use. Thank you very much, Alex Duckman. Now, if we win, Ellis and I get to play a track of our choice, and you can choose which one you want to be your winning track as well.
Okay, great.
So if Ellis wins, he's playing
Sunshine on.
Okay, the networks are down, the equipment is ready, and we've crippled their supplies. Mrs. Rackman has written our check and...
Come on, Ellis.
Oh, come on, man! I saw a Frank Zappa, the reason I picked that is because I saw a Frank Zappa tribute band called Pick Me Twilight at the Bannermans, and it was fantastic. They played some real obscure tracks.
That's the thing. I'm still waiting for the gateway song that gets me into Zappa,
I
to
think
be
you
honest.
might find it here.
Peaches and Regalia, I would sing.
Well, that's what we play at the start of the
Yeah.
show. Okay, so Dave, take over.
Yes, so, David, as you're our guest, for round 1, you get to guess first, and then we'll go clockwise around the room, so David, Ellis, then John.
I'm going to be good at this.
Oh!
I'm going to be good at
There's
this.
your other vice 5 a day portion.
So, there's 5 fruits that I have here listed, so 5 points up for grabs.
Are they all fruits or any veg involved?
There's a bit of veg. There's a weird one halfway through as well, so, yeah, here we go. Kiwi fruit.
I think kiwi fruits are overly rich in everything, so you actually only need to eat half of one.
Oh. 2. John? Oh, you can't also guess the same number as someone else, so...
Okay, I'm going to go 2.5.
Okay. Ellis, bang on!
Oh!
2 kiwi fruit.
Ah! Damn it, I thought it was like an avocado where you're actually only supposed to eat one a year.
Yeah. So, Ellis, you get to go first for the second one.
Okay.
Cherry. Cherries. How many cherries?
Don't look at the paper. He
I'm
always
not.
looks at the paper.
I don't think Ellis is a cheat.
No, nor do I, but it is disconcerting when you're in a quiz situation for someone's eyes to immediately default glance to the answer.
John, I lose every week.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not using.
I know.
That is just... Alright, sorry. 9. 9 cherries.
John,
I was going to say 1 as a joke.
I'm going to go for... I reckon it's 14 cherries.
I don't think they've got much of anything in them. I'm going to...
All right, these dropped.
26.
John, bang on.
Oh.
Well done, sir.
This is a radio!
How much? 14.
This is a radio!
What's a radio?
You've learned the answers beforehand.
Oh, is that an Irish phrase for sort of fix-up or
Yeah,
set-up?
yeah.
Ready up, I like it. Okay, it's me first.
Right. Lychee.
Oh! That's technically it's a mammal. Fruit that just gets in sideways.
It's milk. It's children's suckle. It suckles its young. That's what I was trying to say. What? It doesn't make any sense what mammals do. I'll make a joke. I'm too tired. I should be napping right now.
John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lychees.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 12 lychees.
12 lychees. David.
6 lychees. Write that down, please.
6. I have. Oh, wrong column. Sorry. 6. L. 13. You're never going to believe it. David, you bang on. How many? 6.
I reckon it's high-end stuff.
It's not a ready up, listeners. This is the real deal.
2 more, and it's 1 all. And we all got it bang on.
You all got it bang on. You couldn't write this.
Great quiz.
Yeah, this is a really good one.
Accessible radio.
Baked beans in tablespoons.
Oh. What's a tablespoon now? I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's the cornflakes one.
Yes, the bigger one.
Okay. So, presumably it's, heaped to an extent. There's no point in just calculating how many baked beans.
A heaped tablespoon.
Of baked beans in a daily... Who's first?
You are.
Okay, I'm going to say a small ten's worth. So how many? I'm just fantasizing, ladling them out of a small tin now. I'm going to say 14. No, I don't said that.
Tablespoons.
Yeah.
I think we've established this table. Yeah. But he said 14. I know he's got problems. It's like he's just wind in his head. 4.
Can't. Well, I was going to.
I know. The beans are good for you, so you're meant to eat a lot of them.
I think half a can is one of your by the day.
Yeah, but that's what I think.
So I think I'm going to hedge my bees, and I'm going to go 5.
14.
It was 3. Ellis. Well done. So,
You have to lift this back up, or I will explode.
no, I just in your own time. I do. Also, this Proclaimers track has been on this list for so long, but Ellis never wins. I had a lot of his fans want to. Yes, because when they won the Scotch Cup in 2016, it's very
Yeah. It is a funny song, just because it's such a sad song for a football song.
Yeah,
That's the strength of it, yeah. I can still win.
You could.
And I don't get a song, but it would be a Steely Dan song.
Okay. Alice, you to guess first. Prunes.
Oh!
These are going to keep you regular, a lot of these snacks.
Yeah.
Prunes and beans.
Yeah, happy days. Imagine that.
Okay.
10 prunes, mate.
The nerves in his eyes
I
there.
think you're the prune in this room. I'm going to say 5 prunes.
5 prunes. David.
I'm going to stick with my gut, and my gut has a few prunes in it, to be honest. 4, I'm going to say.
Oh, David is correct.
Yeah!
Are you really? I like it. I mean, you both pick the same song, so we could just play the song, but we should really find a winner, shouldn't we?
Playoff.
How about I win? No, you definitely don't win, John. One more round between, just pick David and Ellis.
Yeah.
Playoff.
Yeah.
1. Raisins in tablespoons. 3.
I think I've learned my lesson from the last time. Not saying 14 again. But I am, because babies eat a lot of them, they can really get a lot in. I'm going to say 5.
Alice, you won! Made of games, it was 3.
Well done, Alice.
No, sorry, it was 1. So
Then I get to play Sunshine on Me by the Proclaimers.
My heart was broken. My heart was broken. Sorrow, sorrow,
was The Blissful Sunshine on Leaf by the Proclaimers, and I have to say, I don't mind that taking the place of Frank Zappa's Pick Me Twilight.
I'm not even a Hips fan. I found that quite moving.
If you cycled, you'd be giving out about cycling a lot. I cycled through Leith yesterday and saw the sunshine, so that song was extra vivid for me.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us, David. Do you want to tell folks the name of your show?
My show is called Ultrasound, and it's not about a baby. I just like that as a word. And it's on at 12:15 tonight, tomorrow.
And are you taking it on tour?
No.
You're listening to Ellis James and John Robbins on BBC Radio 5 Live.
That was the show, folks. Hope you had a lot of fun. We're back here for the Edinburgh Festival next week, and if you want to get in touch with the show, it's ellisandjohn@bbc.co.uk. All your comments, all of your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions, most welcome.
No comment, no feedback. Thanks.
Yeah. We'll get there in the end. That's our promise to you. By 2020, after my tour's finished, I'm going to be just so focused.
Yeah. By 2050, I am going to be a very different broadcaster.
We're already there, guys. It's a great show
I'll
today.
be 17 in 2050. I'll be 17 just... Oh, the gravitas I have in 2050.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much for downloading. See you soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Russell Kane here, the host of Evil Genius, the show where we take your heroes from history and decide were they more evil or genius. Guess what? Thatcher was alright. Einstein, yeah, okay, he's quite a clever person. He also developed a bomb that wiped out humanity. Oh yeah, he was a misogynist as well. Download this podcast on BBC Sounds and take it with you wherever you want.
BBC Sound, music, radio, podcast. BBC Sound, music, radio, podcast.
Hi, and welcome to part 2 of episode... What number is it, Dave?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing else has happened in the last 10 seconds since we recorded the intro to the last podcast. Safe to say, I've got to go to a gig in Farnham Maltings.
Okay. I'm watching the Derby this weekend.
Oh, and we may not be on there. We should have said on air we may not be on air.
Oh, yeah, but we are going to release a special podcast next Friday because we're not on live show due to the Cheltenham Gold Cup.
Yep.
Yes, anyway, here comes the podcast. I hope you enjoy it.
BBC 5 Live.
Ellis James and John Robbins.
Welcome back, everyone. Quick apology/correction. In the best thing I've ever done on radio, the little sort of station announcement I did. For some reason, the bit of paper says it's England versus Scotland in Twickenham. As many livid people have pointed out, that's not correct. It's also possible to point out a mistake in a polite way. Yeah, just FYI. It's England versus Wales.
Yeah, so it's that simple. Scotland versus France is not simple.
No, I didn't commit treason. I just read the wrong team on a piece of paper.
But I think people, it's a story as old as time, isn't it? Listeners like to correct presenters when they do things wrong on the radio.
Or do people hold the BBC to impossible standards? Well, it's a company made up of human beings, guys. Anyway, England versus Wales at Twickenham.
Yeah. They're still coming in, despite the reaction I just gave. Good read, John, except to think this is Wales, not this is Scotland.
That's fine. I don't mind that tone.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. That's just factual. And also started with a compliment.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
not calling me to be sacked.
No, not on that text. Should we do an unsung hero?
Yeah, usually we have a bit of a chat at the top of the hour day, but that's fine.
No, go for it.
How are your friends?
Oh, I had a dream about you last night, John.
Did you?
Yeah.
What happened?
We were recording one of our many bonus podcasts, and we were mid-episode. I can't remember what we were meant to be doing, but you kept annoying me because you kept going off with your friends to play cricket on the field outside of the room we were in. Alice was being a delight.
Was I?
And was really, you were paying attention, you were focused, you wanted to do the podcast, and John, because he brought his mates along with him, kept going to play another over of cricket. And some stage. The phrase looking for is he was acting up. Yeah, he was acting up, yeah. Exactly.
Or just playing cricket.
Naughty old John. Yeah, you playing cricket. You should be at work, literally.
So yesterday, I had to get a video from my phone onto my laptop. You think that's got to be one of the fundamental, easy things to do with technology?
Because they're both the same company.
Both the same company, both connected by a wire, both connected by Bluetooth and by wire. Yeah. How long do you think it took me to get a video from my phone to my laptop?
Well, I had to tweet a GIF about 6 months ago and it took me 8 days. So, if you were a tech giant, if you were Steve Jobs, I reckon it would take you about 30 seconds.
Yeah, and you'd think that's about reasonable, given the size of videos could vary between 30 seconds and 10 minutes, maybe.
Go on, talk about M. Night Shyamalan again.
It took me 2.5 hours to get a video from my phone.
Why?
Because it is
Why didn't you reach on
some...
I've got another...
Don't. Just don't.
What about AirDrop?
Okay, do you not think I tried any of this?
No.
AirDrop, the first thing I tried, didn't work.
Right.
It would let me do pictures, but it wouldn't let me do videos. So I googled it and it said it might be Bluetooth. So I'm going to show
Facebook podcast as well. We think it's a conspiracy to stop us rambling on too long. Yeah. But this is not a problem we have a control over. So do rest assured people at the very highest levels of the BBC are currently well down the road of trying to find a cause. Yeah, all that is so they put their, they're working form to the point of all Christian, an agenda has been drafted, and people are really happy. And what a legacy and health and safety. Anyway, fingers crossed that the way you're sorting out by 2025, we will have sorted out a way to the second half of the podcast. We may increase it on today's podcast day. Yeah, I can see the last 5-10 minutes across on the start of today's podcast. Which is less that time. I'm happy to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Download them, sound out, and get even more Ellie Jones and John Robbins.
It's fine live. Thank you everyone. Bear in mind I have to find them all, and all of them swearing will be unwilling to pay subscription to it. So, oh, yeah, you have it. What is there I have it? Why did you pay the subscription? It will take you a second. What, I should have to pay to get video from my phone to my laptop? It actually costs me money. Here's John Ellis. Everyone can drop off the other phone sorted out, the phone sorted out, laptop, full phone, drop off sorted in, but here's the thing. It's too big, I tried to do it. Drop them together pounds of files stored in the series. That's Ellis, look me directly in the eye when I tell you I tried this and it was too big. What do you mean, gentlemen? You're not a I've got a screen grab. I've got a screen grab. You are there. One way. I told him a well. I've got a screen grab. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. Oh, what does that say, Ellis? What does that say? Screen grab is on the red bar. Thanks, mate! I'm great now. What do you not read? What's going to be thanks for that moment before you have to pay money to get a video from your phone to your laptop. Thank you, Dave. No, I was agreeing with you. Alright, honestly, that was the sound of the classic carrot. No, it was very massive regarding on music that is exclusive. It's not like a help. Can't just exclusive. Anyway, we are going to do everything. And this week's Unsung Hero is absolutely Salsa. Remember the thing. Remember the thing. I'd like to say our Unsung Hero will join us now, and he's a man who plays amazing art. It was some of the most emotionally intense experiences of my life. Some of my favourite moments when I had to lie on my deathbed for the rest of my best time. Our guest's work will feature, can I say, end of the podcast. We've got something walking on the back. No, I've had to release things for a while back. But fingers crossed, I guess we'll feature many more moments. Hello there, John Harris. Hi there, thank you. This is John. Put on tell us what you do. I like for some types of stuff very well. And obviously not about it. I think it's about it. Okay. There's not enough options there. I kind of like the fact that some of us stop phone when I'm not I like one that might know and kind of say why, you know, the how many of those friends of my lifetime from the Sullivan's pictures have come about with John Harrison? I don't know. I would say. I think we could work on the other aspect. So what difference, so if you take something like for a golf club, for example, there are an awful lot of different parts of that club that you can change depending on a person's swing and preferences, sort of loft, shaft, lie angle. To what extent can you actually adapt a cue for someone's game? And if so, what are the sort of main differences that people ask for?
I mean, it's mainly length, tip size, and the weight of the cue. You know, quite a few people play cues, you know, off the rack there, either too long or too short for them. Most people cues are made out of natural materials, than wood. And every one has its own characteristics. So you get a roller from the cue, and what one guy thinks is great.
You fucking bastard!
Well, it's a delight to speak to you, John. Thank you so much. You've been held aloft more often than many other people in the world, so I do hope that you continue having great success, specifically with Rodney. Just send him a text saying, John, you're not with it. They're not following at all. No, I can hear that. Cheers, John. Thank you, John. Okay. Going back to the sketch. Great right now. 10 5 dusty place.
was this week's Unsung Hero, our second consecutive John. Interesting to know whether Johns make up a higher proportion of heroes statistically.
John Lennon,
Barnes,
and Barrowman.
yeah, so you know, a lot of heroes knocking around called John.
Okay, John, I've got some solutions for you. This Matthew in Cardiff. Okay, pair the phone to the laptop using Bluetooth and transfer the video 10 megabytes per second based on 4 gig DVD. Will take about 2 hours. Go and make a cup of tea.
What?
Very cheap.
No, that's the first thing I tried with Word.
Okay.
So that's AirDrop. Word.
All right then. This is from Barney. John, why should it be free? Do you get paid? I'm a software engineer. I expect to be paid for my work. It's Barney, I'm sure.
Sorry, Barney. When I buy a digital camera and I buy a laptop, I'm paying partly for the software created in those two bits of kit. I should then have to pay extra to be able to use the two, especially when they're made by the same company that I'm assuming expects its customers to want to be able to transfer between those two devices.
Hey, transfer the
Sounds like Jeremy Clarkson from this world. A lot of the videos tell you how to do the same. Start by going, this is far more complicated than it should look like.
Right, but go into the laptop, select data transfer. The reason your laptop didn't recognize the phone was because you hadn't selected data transfer. My 10-year-old brain said I'd already used 8. OMG, are you really that daft? I'm Bob from Northumberland.
Just to wheelie back through your incredibly vague instruction, select data transfer. Where am I selecting that from? We have to create a bit of software to give me that option.
Okay. This is from Steve. He did and in the interest of balance. I'm with you, mate. I wouldn't want to pay extra to transfer the file from my phone to my laptop on principle. My most successful. Let alone mine. It's 2020, not 1820. That's a nice shot to my kinship calendar. This is from Chris Nepson, thinking slightly outside the box. Regarding the video issue, the solution is easy. Turn on the webcam on the laptop, start recording a video, get a mirror, angle the phone screen so it reflects in the mirror so it's the right way around, hold phone close to laptop to pick up the sound and hold it really still. All pay subscriptions, Chris.
Someone suggested using a popular messaging app on my computer to message through the two. That was not possible because it reduces the quality of compressing the video. It had to be in HD.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so, producer Jess has told me about an app which I can download.
Surely connect with USB, then the phone appears as memory, then find file and transfers it from one part of memory to another. It aims to allow success after prompt fill.
That doesn't work. You can't do that. Bizarrely, when you connect this type of phone to this type of laptop, both made by the same company, it doesn't just appear as essentially an external hard drive.
You're bikers, right? Because the buyer wants the product biked into the back of a truck.
Thank you.
It's good to go when you are.
I had the same problem the other day. 10-minute video. The upstairs Dropbox, an old cloud, despite the pro licenses and plenty of space. Yeah, formative error messages, file copy transfer, final data, able to convert this from unrecognizable. I finally managed everything else with the phone, but not that particular video. Give up 4 hours, which the next day, very frustrating, but something.
Anyway, while I calm down, we will now chat to Mark and Simon. Hello, guys.
What's up?
What's up to you, sirs? How are you? I'm good. Just going to give you a couple of apologies, which is, I start more conversations than I'd like with that. Sorry for continually asking how you stay so relevant backstage. Sorry for passing you around to help you charm. Sorry for asking you why you were hammered when you were being incredibly professional. And sorry for overrun when we ended up walking as unprofessional as you had arrived in good time ahead.
I arrived at 8 o'clock. What have I missed? Arias. And what? So you do something now they're out. And I was asked to be there at 8 o'clock to present the report. And then they said, you on at 9:41, so I hung around all day. I got to take the report to 11. Thanks. Did you get the order? Send a tape and say, sorry, I can't come.
And we the three of you were all backstage?
Yes, that's right.
Did you receive an award? We did receive an award. What was it? Oh, I didn't show it over there. Is that bronze? Oh, no, it's gold. Sorry, the light wasn't...
Gold what?
A gold. Previously the Sony Awards. Gold Aria. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I will. Very impressed. Well, not the best show ever. Best show ever. Best show ever. Let's just say it's best show ever on the awards. So when you got by, I emailed and asked Dr. Gartman, and they weren't down in with it. Very kindly. Oh, thank you. That's the first thing I texted on our little text group the next day was I being ignorant. So can I just say, I can't help but notice on that we weren't on this. So I'm not even nominated, not nominated. I don't even know about it. Oh, that's right. That's even lower than nominated. That's right. There's a certain thing which is not nominated, but not even knowing you weren't nominated until the person that won told you. Yeah, but there's a particular kind of Mr. Green, fourth one. He won me, so he wanted to get on the train. And I think also perhaps the Arias are aware that the British Podcast Awards are just around the corner, and the Listener Choice Award, I would imagine, is already coming to wines, eggs, well, there's no way. We've gone to that, that was on we don't know. But we are now literally into the twilight zone of cities like that. We have, though. It's not that we don't even know about them. I know one minute they talk about transferring data from the phones, I don't understand, and then the next thing there's no more which I didn't know about. So, we're just reading out the we have problems with our podcasters, you guys have as well, haven't you? Yes, and they're all it's not, has anyone commented about it on social media? Yes, that's what it's there for. So, exactly. So we took the blame for everything, so we're splitting our podcast into part 1 and part 2. There you go. Oh, I suggested that. Yeah, that's what we're doing as well. Because you are doing it now because you just got the idea to run. No, we're in the awards. They will. We won't even be told about technical innovations, splitting a podcast, programming art. John, actually, this is the argument to read there. John said that would sound a little bit nasty, but actually it's probably the best option we've got. So Tino's lawyers are on the phone to you, so carry on. I went to the cinema this week, Mark. Hello. And I saw The True Story of the Telecat. I found it, I would say the word is visceral. And I really enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I expected. I was expecting something prison western. But instead it was pretty full on.
All right.
Gorgeous. In fact, me and my fiance were having a discussion about how his body looked. Because he has that silly, muscly body, which I found unattractive. She said she found attractive. That caused a bit of gossip on the way out of the car park. But the way he uses his body is absolutely sublime. And I think it's all worth just because of it. Right, well, later, Imogen introduced the ice cream talking about the area. Margaret is online. Stop thinking about the others. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining. 20 or so minutes, and it's time for us to play. During the jingle, and that's me again. It is you. You got a cough button out. I know I didn't think I was live doing the shout like that. Sorry. I really feel like there's water. No, don't worry. So, Dave, take us through this week. I've got the email here, actually, John. Well, I want Dave to do it. I'd like Alice to do it. Okay, this week's made-up game has been sent to us from Alistair. Dear Alice and John, I want to share with you a game my
Where you gonna go?
came up with while sheltering from the rain, sleet and snow, Storm Dennis 3 weeks ago.
Die painfully
Wildly
and
bored, and I was
slowly.
wondering if we could see how bad the flooding was near my mum, who lives near
Que
the banks
viva
of the
los
River Flood.
chapines!
After some searching on the internet, we realised that rivers
get ratings on Google. So look, for instance, had a 4.5-star Google rating and a 10. After all, game back in there. Yeah, you're fucking dead now! What? You're hitting me with a lug. Here's how to play. Producer Dave will pick a river in the UK and use it under it for your main location. We then both have to guess how many rated, which is out of 5. You're allowed to guess in decimal points. The closest to the correct answer wins the round, and it's best of 5. But there's a bonus point available in each round to the person who correctly guesses the name of the river and producer Dave's description. Enjoy the game. Thank you, Alistair. Should I win my song, my treat this week will be Kate Le Bon's I Would Be Now. John, what will you play?
Disco compilation by Serafina Steer.
Okay.
Dave, how are we scoring it?
So, I'm going to start to read the description of the river. Your names are your buzzers. If you think you know from the description, as quickly as you can, buzz in.
Yeah.
But if you get the guess of the name of the river wrong, you're frozen out, you get the wrong river, and then the person has the rest of the description to listen to it. So if you said,
yeah, but in terms of the decimal point,
okay,
the review.
so then that's the next part of the same round. And then you both, out of 5, give me your guesses for what you think the average review is. The person who's closest to what it is wins the point.
Fair enough.
Alice, you looking at me blankly, is that okay?
I should warn you, I'm not great on rivers.
I don't think you need to be for this game, if I'm honest.
Oh, you see, actually, the game was just about rivers. Oh, well, if you don't need to know much about rivers, I'm not great at this river game.
No, you're right, because of the first round now of guessing it from the description, you actually do need to really be up on the writing. I hope they're Welsh. Ready? Yeah. River 1. So your name's your buzzers. At 250 miles, it is the longest river.
John. Thames.
John straight in there with the Thames, and it is the River Thames. Okay. Why did you say it close to it? I might have got to that bit. There was actually it flows through. All Lane Reading was longest. Well done. Second longest in the United Kingdom. Well, I took a 50 bit. Anyway, so John wins 1 point. Well done, John. Thanks, man.
This is for the trophy, right, isn't it? As we discussed.
Oh, it is. It's for the funniest radio award. It is. It's not. Well, it is. The next time we will be there. So it's my attitude. It's my attitude, John. Yeah. I have to be point. Okay, so now you both have to guess. Oh no! Super down or not? The rating out of 5. What does Super down for? Your idea is 5? Yes.
Oh, hang on. Oh, is this rating?
Yeah. Okay, the answer is 4.4.
Oh,
Alex, good river. Good river. Some of the reviews, wet. I've never been, but I know it's clean, very nice, and helps London exist. I recommend it.
Helps London exist.
Yeah.
I like that.
Someone's gone for god-awful. God-awful river. Summer 2016, I had the time of my life when I visited the famous Thames River. Okay. Someone's put good for romantic times. Romantic times in capital. Okay. 1,899 reviews for the old Thames. Really? Yeah. 2010. What is going on in this one? Anyway, it's 1-all. You've never been in a river?
Absolutely not. I never will.
1-all because Elle got that. Yeah. Okay, river number 2. The 5th longest river in the UK, stretching some Ellis is in. Mersey. No. I'm going to continue. You're frozen out, Ellis. Some 250 kilometers.
Okay, we're attempting some discretion here and pretending we're the Postal Service. Got it? Okay. The product's loaded and ready for delivery.
No, the River Wye. Did you know that? Yeah, it's an absolute classic river. Yeah. So no bonus points for that, but now let's go to the meeting round and get your reviews, please. The one best river. Okay. I've got mine. Yeah. Okay, Jonathan, you first. I got 4.6. 4.8. It's 4.7, so I'll give you both a point. Okay.
Good, or half a point.
Good river. River 3. And you buzzers. 39-mile long river which runs to the northwest of England. It forms the boundary between Manchester. It's certainly different. I said, hey, there's on my name. I'm going to go... Time. John's frozen out. Al, just... Wait. Al, wait, let me finish the description. Can you start again? Oh, I didn't go with my original thought. Maybe I can start again. I'm going to start again. 39-mile long river flows through northwest England. It forms the boundary between Manchester and Salford. Every season the river merges near Urban. John said the river Tyne. Okay, good. Yeah, river merges. No, a river Irwell. Points. Rankings, please. Okay. 4.4. That's on 4.5. Okay, it's 4.1. Oh, let's get. Alright, not as good that river. No. What are some of its flaws? That's right. There's only 30 rivers here. Well, one of them is a sort of an underground. Yeah. 1 out of 5 we're not going to get. Oh, the trophy's coming through. It's not the James Manor. Okay. With the longest river in Scotland and the 7th longest in the United States. It originates No, frozen out. It originates in western Scotland on the slopes of Bentley, then flows easterly across the highway. Tie-break for the game. 3-all. Got some great wedding venue. Get married. Their dress got so dirty. The bridge was fine. The bridge was fine. Now, if the bridge is fantastic or awful, maybe neither of it. I think we have to accept that most bridges are fine. Oh, did you ever see John Gordillo's retweet about this? Oh, Dan, in the Edinburgh show? Yeah. The sort of culture of meetings with everything and renting out. Yeah. And reading out reviews and Grant Camp. Like saying they were disappointed with the Grant Camp. And I think it's a fantastic routine he's got, but it just makes you think we're all doomed. Cool. River 5. Hang on, are we going to get to the... we should get that, yeah. One more review. Peaceful, tranquil, relaxing open space. Great for yoga, artists, or just great for a romantic picnic. That was the River Tay. Okay. 5th and final river. It's in the southwest. John. Oh. John. 7. No. Oh, come on. You've got it. 7. It's the best river. Road now. No. Wait a minute. It's totally the best river. The river flows through or adjoins the counties of Leicestershire, Northamptonshire, Warwickshire, Worcestershire, Gloucestershire, near the Cotswold Road area. Well, it's not. What? The England? Correct. For a bonus point. Small piece to Ellis. Does that mean anything? No. You've got to get this next one. Give it to you. I've just gone 4.5. 4.6. It's 4.5. That gets the point. Oh, okay. Do you want some reviews? Yes, please. I've got one. It's fine. I've got one here. Nice to row a boat from the people snappy though. A nice river with many car parks. There's also a river without a car park. Yeah, peaceful and relaxing and a precious life. Well, it's nice to see the Avon providing solace. Yeah, it's good. So, scribble down the answers for this, please. Chapter 2, tie break, anyone wins the game. In kilometres, how long is the river move? Okay. Then scribble, yeah. 70. I've got 40. It's 130 kilometres. So I'm just that's not really. Yeah, that would take home the trophy. 6 months after I had it. So I put it away because I always the wrong idea. I didn't want to grow up. I just
If it came upon, I wouldn't know.
You're listening to Eddie James and John Bobby on ps4pro.
Welcome back to Ellison John. We've had been all day. What things from the past do you like to touch, smell, or taste? Dave, you've got a carpentry, I think. We'll start with this from Charlie Steele. It's one of my dad's 1970s. Young child, old cars selling which reminds me well, we had a person who's going to explain why tarmac smells nice. Somewhere on wet tarmac is just like a physical paint. This is a petrichor. It was originally coined to smell produced when rainfall from dry soil. However, generally it's like tarmac as well. Also, well, me, not otherwise. It doesn't affect the best of the defense. So why have you not shoot that? Because you said you have something about I know, thanks, Charles. Just called me a bit on it. Yeah. Yeah, the Carnaby one, Alex. It's all done. Just wanted to take the smell. Yeah, Carnaby Street, yeah. From me and I went to Carnaby Street. 68 or age 18. It's not little of wet dog. Oh. Well,
Hey, styr dig, eller gå ned.
Okay, so we're going to now do with Samuel, aren't we, Dave? Yeah. There we go. It's time for the win. Samuel, we would like to see out our show. I put the safe space for anyone who's got any habits that other people consider being weird. Ellis, this is from Matt. As long as I can remember, I've always started at the steer by breaking it over my head. I don't know why I do it, but I just do not do it. I can't throw away clean pants or socks. This is from Steve. I'm putting them on in the morning and across the hole. I still have to wear them and pants to throw them away. If I forget, I put them through the washer. I would imagine that's because I get this from Steve. There's still value left in that pant or sock, and every time you wear them, you're increasing its value and lowering its pence per wear. Hey, dude, so I often think about how much cost I've got, say, from a pair of jeans. So say my jeans cost 30 quid, and I wear them a million times, then that's like $1,000 a penny per wear. So you don't want to lose your extra bit of value, just divided by an extra wear. Also, a pair of stuff you get away with for a little while, I think, over a holy sock. Yeah, holy socks are expensive, not different. It's just a fact. I cannot watch my life. I've been distracted and I'm staring at the TV remote rather than watching it. I have to move the TV remote out of my sight, using it on the silent sofa, driving my partner. This from Owen. We recently purchased a bathroom cabinet with a mirror on it. When closing the cabinet door, I have to make sure I'm not looking directly in the mirror because the ghost of a serial killer or the ghost of a serial killer is suddenly filled with reflection. Can we go a little more? This is from Emma. But yes, we didn't get fooled. And I have to say, we weren't weird sounds, that's pretty weird. But we're not, we are. When I wash up, I always have to leave one unwashed or dirty item on the draining board. Yeah, leaving a bit of a sort of snake in the grass. That's the picture. Yeah. Okay. This is just Derek. I'm going on my own. Join myself into action. Get started. I find it useful to instruct myself as if receiving a nonsense message or talking this spongy, screechy way. Complete with meaning as code number CU614-218. Receiving done with 14, proceeding 1110-over. So if you were to get up, I think clear the tide and have some efficiency. She wrote, put my shoes on 6110. Put my shoes on and then kind of makes me feel. I think I'd be despite it. Yeah, but it adds a sense of urgency. I like it. By the way, if we have this happens for us, text this week by Gold Factor, or tweet us up to try live using the hashtag Edison Show. That's the end of the weird thing. Tell us what you're up to next week. What next week? Yeah. What's coming up? What am I coming up? I am probably going to do a little bit of sleeping related to breathing. I'm going to clean my house with a spell. I'll probably just. I tell you what, I'm going to sing a little ball down to my local park. I think I'm having a very slow motion in that places. On your own? Yeah. So you're not involved in your children taking the park? No. I'll do it when it's good. Yeah, I didn't like doing stuff like this, like taking those things. If you've got enough time to do that, why have you got time to do other stuff? I'll only give time to do that. I need to structure this when I got time to do it. Great. Sorry, there's some ridiculous with my trials. What do you wear? A picture. I'll do like take my time, so I'll have to start on probably touch the buttons and push it, and I'll probably commentate a little bit. So once you kick this, you then have to run that wall. Yeah. I should really buy 5 rugby balls, but I don't think this fan's going to last. So I'm just going to kick it, run a fun shape, and kick it to the other side, and run a fun shape. And so on. Good stuff. Yeah. I think yeah. I'm not concerned by people, by laptop, by fun, by the rugby balls, solid shoes. Anyway, all I'm doing is trying to break my full trial of Alex. Anyway, now it's time to head over to Simon and Mark for the film show. I pressed the button too early, so we had about 2 minutes left.
You're listening to Edit James and John Robertson on BBC Radio 5 Live.
There you go, that was part B of episode 45. Oh, nice, that's why I said that was good. But still, I hope you enjoyed whatever that was.
Hello, Russell here, and we're back. Evil Genius, our hit podcast, where we take bygones from history and reveal surprising things about them. We taught people that Margaret Thatcher was quite good, and she was a green pioneer, and Mother Teresa, not so good. A little bit cold, in fact. If you want to have your moral parameters kicked about, catch the new series of Evil Genius. Go to BBC Sounds and hit subscribe. But not in a aggressive way, otherwise I should cease to become subject and I will lose cases.
BBC Sounds, Music Radio Podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Introduction to the podcast of the Alex James and John Robertson show. We hope you're well. Just look on to where absolutely hard crash. Talked exclusively to Ellis about Welsh football. Played the audio, which specifically requested not played. Didn't ask to even reference the fact I existed. You actually spoke for quite a while. It sounds like toes. But I think it's Hamza's to it down. Yeah, or also giving a reference to the awful lot of the previous signals. Because I voiced
Wales and York. 2 football moved the first time since 1958 after a huge night in Cardiff. One of those lucky enough to be in this theatre for that win over Ukraine. It's 5 Lives, Ellis, Stewart, and Ellis, I think in this film, might be experienced there. BBC Sounds, music radio podcast. Hello everyone, welcome to Introduction to the podcast of the Alex James and John Robertson show. We hope you're well. Just look on to where we take your heroes from history and reveal surprising things about them. We talk people that Margaret Thatcher was quite good, and she was a green pioneer, and Mother Teresa, not so good. A little bit cold, in fact. If you want to have your moral parameters kicked about, catch the new series of Evil Genius. Go to BBC Sounds and hit subscribe. But not in a aggressive way, otherwise I should cease to become subject and I will lose cases.
Thank you.
talk about something else, that would be great. Well, sorry, John, I'm going to have to ask all questions about exclusively just about football. It was amazing to be there, I imagine. And it's, but one thing that is really for people who I know, well, friends of mine who don't realise the journey that Welsh football has gone on, at the sort of the same time as sort of Welsh cultural sort of confidence. It's kind of, they've gone in parallel. A script, the intro to our show. It was very interesting to hear production Agro live on the one of the things completely ignored. I think to be fair, you've got Stefan is Welsh. Very good broadcaster, lovely man by the way. I'm a big fan of his. I'm on the fence. Okay. What I'm saying is, it's from about 10 miles from Edinburgh. Yeah, so I think every one in Welsh is 10 miles from Edinburgh. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm from a town. Well, they can use the Cosmon and talent has two things. Is there? It's the nepotism capital. Yeah, it is. Oh, we all went to the Mama Cheese. And it's just it's from the same spectacular.
Holy
He's not going to talk about Wales. That's how they're Welshmen on the week that Wales make World Cup. I agree, we've got some plans. Another way of phrasing that is he's not willing to follow instructions from his superiors. I don't know. That's why I've decided. John, I don't think Steph turned around and said, hey, your job's not 100% safe. I don't think Steph turned around and said, to hell with requests not play audio. I'm going to play it because I'm the man. I maybe don't think that you maybe got through to not enough people in my life say I'm always saying that. I don't see John's reaction. John's child. Yeah, thing of it. I would be the naughtiest little boy. Yeah. Come on, let's be back. I don't want back, Dad. You'll come up to the show. We need to start doing the intro after the show, Dave. And that's a direct, that's from the top. John is trying to rush. One of you has to rush off after the show. May I? Everything's going to be happening for Bravo. And that can be delayed by 10 minutes. But it is usually one of you has to rush off. So yeah, cool. You can do it after the show, that way. Yeah, not today. Now, but eventually. Because I'm always grumpy before the show. Yeah. And I'll be after what's weird? The show changes to, words show reflects. It doesn't change my mood. John, I think your mood's always fine. Yeah. Everyone's a bit stressed about health coaches. Yeah. First time your mood's changed since 2014. It must be nice being fine all the time. We've had some lovely emails. First off, this is from Ian. What do you mean? Yeah, got it. The whole thing?
No way!
Sorry. Anyway, we've had some lovely emails. This is not allowed to and then we have to go over the next one. Keep it in. This is the idea that Go on. Off you go. Speak. This is from Ian. See you this, John, and to Steve. I've often thought of sending this story to Shamewell, but it never felt quite right. Since last week's show, I heard a topic on what's the thickest thing you've ever done. I now feel compelled to write it, as this is without doubt the thickest thing I've ever done. The story relates to March 2021. I've been working from home for nearly a year, fidgeting during online meetings, complicated, building running particular meeting. My wedding ring has been quite tricky, but I managed to take it off and started putting it on in the day. Whilst doing this, I discovered that the corresponding finger on my right hand had been given to my left hand. After the figured everything, I thought I couldn't get my ring back off, so I went to the kitchen and found some washing liquid with my finger and forced it back on. At this point, I said out loud, though I'm the only person that At this point, I said out loud, though I was the only person I think that's the wrong hand. back on. I tried to put it on the loop on my right tap. I tried to take it off almost straight away. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always like that. It's just like a hole in the fence. I was trying to make a point. Holes in fences. Half an hour. There was bollards outside a pub called the Brewmaster in Leicester Square, and actually Brewmaster. Yeah, the Brewmaster. It's the one on the corner basically above the tube station. Oh yeah. So me and Danny Wallace, when I used to breakfast show, used to miss us there after show on a Friday. Stick your fingers in a bollard.
For an 11 a.m. warrant.
There was some quite heavy boozing back in the day, Danny and John. I won't lie. Good times, different times, less responsible times. Shouldn't be going to the pub at 10:30 on anyone's watch, really. I heard that. I can see it in John's eyes as the glint in the eye. He's weighing up whether this is right for broadcast or not, and it usually all weather isn't. All weather doesn't change the names. Yeah, but it's still fine. I that you are a very, very sensible officer and you have your own boat. Guy that someone just comes to your room in the morning and asks you what you want to drink. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it does sound amazing, yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah. There aren't many Five-Line journalists that start their links with, I heard that. Kind of the opposite of, you bring facts on your sports station. I mean, I have BBC that I shouldn't do that. She would go around to your house at night and say to you, I imagine that's quite a Guinness of fairness. That sounds like work in the world. The idea of it's like, the idea is like, it's like legally you're paying fair. A yacht in the middle of the ocean. A nice bloody day. Do you want me to send you then to your house by the accent? Sure. Got a drink jar. I'm asking you too much to fight again. Please put some pajama bottoms on. Well, no, because that would I would feel down. Yeah. What's the way? Should we do it under duress? No, it should be. Okay. I just don't want to do that. I don't really have to judge her. My kids absolutely adore her. See my child on the
I hope someone reported that.
No, I don't think I want it to happen in my house. I think I want it to happen on the boat.
But on a yacht. The yacht guy? No. Not my John, a yacht guy. Well, yeah, I'm guessing.
Which owns his yacht?
Alright, Roman Abramovich. Yeah. Okay. Morrison's yacht. Alright. A small catamaran.
Van Morrison's yacht. I don't know if he has a yacht.
Only for them.
Sharing up about no, I would like to go on this rockstar's yacht. I would like to be a guest of this rockstar.
This rockstar, who is interesting. If it's Sam Fender, yeah, it's Sam Fender. You didn't know you're into Sam Fender so much, John. Jason. No, they're not at rockstar stage. Well, you're stupid. It's Sam Fender, you're stupid. And even Jason. Aerosmith's yacht.
Yeah, I think some of it is not.
So, anyway, Aerosmith's yacht and Easy by things,
But why does she doesn't have to be?
Oh yeah, of course.
They've got their own staff.
Anyway,
carry on with it.
I don't think it's just the bollard.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, my little finger got stuck in Danny's put many pictures put on social media. I couldn't get my finger out. The little circles that are attached to rope. How did it with the bollard? How did it happen? Just because I was feeling my little finger to stick the bollard out. It's like you said, how did you get it out? So from the I wonder if hand sanitizer works. Not how some of it is quite easy. Yeah. Yeah, okay, anyway. I tried to take it off almost straight away, but without success. No amount of washing up could force my rapidly swelling. At this point I messaged my wife got after she stopped end of the string under the ring. As you unwind the string, the ring magically pops. I watched a couple of videos that demonstrated the technique and it seemed simple enough. I had nothing to lose, so I gave it a go. At this point, my fingers swelled considerably with not looking too comfortable. I wrapped the string around the swollen finger tightly as I could and threaded it beneath my wedding ring. I then tried to unwind the string smoothly, just like in the videos. Needless to say, it didn't work. My finger was just too swollen, and all I did was give myself a rope burn down the end. After this unsuccessful attempt, I filled the kitchen sink with cold water, added some ice, put my hand in and sat on the floor to try to soothe the swelling as I tried to work out what I was going to do. This was a rope button. The swelling didn't go down until the only thing left of me was my huge cheese in the middle of the cross. By the time the NHS was already up to all these questions, social interactions were going to be an absolute I found that I needed the services to understand. It's not done. Major situation about the weather. After this, I was really stressed. At that point, we married I told her she said yes. I was absolutely unbelievable. These words still hold out. It's ridiculous that I've ever done. Fast forward to now, I still haven't had the good day. It's difficult to get to each other last week between bed to station. One back every time I leave the house. The leaders to put to watch me. It's a whole I'm watching the video of this show. Yeah, and I think the problem is the videos that demonstrate the limits are all stuff on. Yeah. That's the thing. But it does look like what you do. I like to use it every now and then, but all the time you do something that should be damaging. But then you end up listening to it. Oh, great. That is absolutely. That's how I feel all the time. Yeah, but you don't always listen. Remember, I feel like that. I know you do. But, maybe you can have this as a ringtone. You haven't messed up.
This is from Rob, and I know quite a few people who've done this. He says, "Morning, Ellis, John and Dave. Despite being hopeless at DIY, I decided to tackle an odd smell coming from the kitchen sink by cleaning the U-bend from underneath the plug hole. I removed said U-bend and proceeded to rinse it in the same sink from which it came.
Oh.
Needless to say, the sink had the last laugh.
Oh, no.
A friend of my mum's was unblocking a U-bend or fixing the plumbing, and he said, she was round for coffee, and he said to his wife, "Okay, I'm taking the U-bend off, so don't use the sink." And she said, "Oh, that's fine," and then immediately poured a pot of some coffee down.
Yeah, it's just the muscle memory, isn't it?
I just said. The light in my... Oh, I'm going to ask on the show about this. The light in my bathroom went, the light bulb, so I took it out to get a replacement. I must have tried to turn that light on 60 times before I got the replacement. It's muscle memory.
Yeah. Double M. I heard someone talk about the old scour pads on the car, and I did that.
Oh, yeah. Did you?
Yeah. Just try and get little tar marks off. You know, little splats that you get at the bottom of your car. My dad stole the Passat.
Oh, yeah.
And they came off a treat, let me tell you. But then when the car's wet, you don't notice anything.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see the abrasions. And then as I kind of went back in the house and the car dried, I looked at it and there was about 70 little all over the bottom of the car. But it weathered just before he had to give it back to the company. So all's well that ends well. A very silly thing to do as a 15-year-old.
Indeed it is, Dave. But at least you stopped making mistakes the minute you turned 16.
Yes.
On your 16th birthday, say, "I am never, ever making a mistake ever again."
I think I actually made more mistakes after I turned 16.
Did you?
The freedom opens up, so does the stupidity for some.
Yes.
Now that's a good text topic. When did you make your most mistakes?
That's a horrible text topic.
Okay. I would say interesting more than adult.
A bit more interesting sort of Twitter poll.
Well, it's similar to what's the thickest thing you've done, which is what we did last week.
No, but when?
When? So just what years?
I've changed my behaviour, I would say, post 35.
Would you? Weirdly, I made most of my mistakes in my 20s, but I started thinking about them in my 30s.
Yes. This is the kind of interesting debate that we will no doubt have, because that's the thing. I don't remember you being as absolutely racked with self-doubt in your 20s.
Yeah, I was so confident.
And yet the mistakes you made.
I know. Error after error after error.
I used to find the mistakes I made funny, and I don't anymore.
But when I used to pick this up when I was 26, I used to find it quite funny, and now I blame myself. And I'm laying the blame 100% to John's door for that.
Yeah. This is a lovely email from Paul. Paul says, I felt the need to write to you this week to say a huge thank you to you for your company. Like John, I'm incredibly young and relevant and turned 40 precisely a week before he did. Unlike John, though, I did set myself a challenge to commemorate surviving 40 years on this earth. As a long-distance runner of nearly 20 years, I had originally planned to try and complete all of the world marathon majors in the year. But as with a lot of things, the pandemic threw that idea into the sea. So instead, I decided I would try and raise some money for the campaign against living miserably, calm, and complete 40 marathons before my birthday, starting in June of last year. Unfortunately, due to some injuries and the passing of my dear mum, I missed my original target, but I've persevered and am due to take on and complete my 40th and final marathon this Saturday, the 11th of June, which will be the 24th marathon of 2022, with my fundraising total currently sitting at over £1,200. You wouldn't know, but you've accompanied me on each of these that I have undertaken, without which all of those miles would have been so much longer and harder. Thanks to Ellis's 11 Voices, Dave's poetry, and John's never-ending existential crisis, you've seen me through this whole challenge, and I'm eternally grateful. If you happen to mention this on the intro, it would definitely add pep to the 26 miles to follow as I'm listening. I've also been tracking the progress of this challenge on Instagram at Vista Running Man, which is Vista, Vicester. Should you feel inclined to give it a look, thank you so much for all of the laughs and distraction from the week and rolling miles. All the very best to you. Much love, Paul. Hey, thanks, Paul. What an incredible charity to be raising money for. So do head over to at Vista Running Man.
I'm here now.
To check it out and donate. Dave, what do you got?
Great charity. Amazing achievement. I've never run a marathon. Dave, you've run a couple. What? Yeah, there's a couple under my belt. What must it be like to run 40 marathons? I'm hugely admirable for Paul. I think it's an amazing achievement because I think is that the right?
No,
See, John,
I'm just knocking that around in the old head.
I'm hugely admirable. I have got huge admiration. Yeah. I knew he was wrong. You know what? I knew he was wrong. But I thought I'd ruin it. But then John, you admire him and not yourself. I have no. Well, that's what you said, right? I am hugely admirable. I've got huge admiration for Paul because one marathon is terrible undertaking on your body, on your mind. I suppose you would have to on your life as much, would you? But just I think you still would have to be keeping the old fitness up, and that's long old bouts of an evening or of a morning. Yeah, make sure.
After a certain point, you must never be running free of injury, really. Even if it's just sort of like blisters and.
Talk to Eddie Hazard.
My the personal trainer I usually train with was away this week, so I had one of the other coaches.
Beast.
No, she's called Helen. She's really lovely. She's doing a thing called the Norseman, where you get dropped in a fjord and you have to swim for like 5 miles, then you cycle for 100 miles and then run a marathon.
Oh no! Well, that's an Ironman, isn't it?
Well, this is a Norseman because it starts in a fjord. And she signed up to it when she was still doing lots of Ironman, and then sort of the pandemic it had to be postponed. So I think she's sort of slightly regretting it. But can you imagine that? It's going to take 11 or 12 hours.
It would, yeah. My friend Steph's done an Ironman. The cycling 100 miles is the only bit of that I can see as being achievable because I'm
cycling 100 miles.
I'm a terrible swimmer. Yeah, I am.
Well, I found it stressful that we progressed from an empty plastic pipe to a broom handle for my squats.
But I mean, the idea, you'd be absolutely done in after a 100-mile cycle. So then have to get off the bike and run a marathon. Yeah. You'd be like, what now? Oh, yeah.
What have we got on Bicester Running Man, Dave?
Flying through Bicester Running Man's Insta posts.
The good stuff.
The grid, I think they call it, don't they?
Yeah.
Paul's fast.
Is he?
Yeah, he did. I don't know whether this is one of his official marathons, but I'm looking because he puts a lot of times on the grid. He did a marathon, 26.2 miles. Marathon, yeah. He did it in 3 hours 13.
Oh, fair play.
That is rapid. So Paul's a fit man, and he goes to the gym.
So you could probably do 3 or 4 a day at that time.
Yeah, probably, yeah. He goes to the gym a lot. He wears a lot of vests that suits him. Vests have never suited me, but Paul's pulling them off.
I wear a lot of brewery t-shirts to my fitness sessions.
Yeah, just to stick it to the fitness man.
Oh no, just to continue my brand.
Yeah.